do you find the men are more attracted because you are so intelligent, or do you find that they want you to dumb yourself down? How do you, dating right now? Tell me about it.
It's a little bit of both. I think, I'm finding out that because I am financially stable and I'm okay, my
You don't need a sponsor.
bar is super high. Like if they're not matching my energy or if they're not bringing something to the table, I'm not even slightly interested because I've already been down so many different levels with that. And so it's kind of like most girls will just fall in love for, whatever reason and then hope that this guy's going to take care of them. And it's like, it's a different ballgame now when you actually have your own independence. And it's also a lot harder to find somebody, I think, because you've got those red flags up and you've got now,
You were married before?
No, I've been in about 8-year relationship.
Oh, okay.
And it's always still, that's a whole nother thing.
Do you have any kids?
No, he had 3. And
okay.
So I kind of went through
step up.
all of it.
Oof, how was that?
A lot.
That's my life.
Where are they now?
That was my life.
They're doing their thing. He's got 50-50 custody. So yeah.
But that's a lot. 3 stepkids.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot.
It's a lot. And it's somebody else's
He's so
kids,
lucky to find you.
yeah.
Hot, smoking, smart woman who can deal with 3 kids.
Yeah. It's been a wild ride.
Yeah. But so what you're saying is that
it's like there's just only a certain demographic of men that I'm even interested in pursuing. And then it's kind of like at the age I'm 44 tomorrow, when a man's in his 40s, he's got kids, he's got ex-wives, he's got all those things. And it's like baggage. Yeah. And it's just like, okay, well, it's almost better to be single and not have to deal with somebody else's baggage.
So I'm finding that out right now.
Yeah.
Because I dealt with so much baggage with my ex that I was like, and I say ex casually because I have a couple of them, but and they all fall in the same category. But it's an open relationship with ex, if you say the word ex. But they all seem to have so much that they needed fixed that I didn't want to fix. And you can't fix an old dog. You can't treat an old dog. You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Do you think you went after men that were like
that's what I'm thinking I did. Yeah. And so I'm trying something new, which is just be single and be prepared to love myself and learn to love myself. And when I do find somebody, I'm hoping that maybe it's a different cookie from that cut. Maybe I get to meet somebody who loves himself too, and he doesn't have mommy issues and daddy issues.
You should let me approve your next love interest.
Well, yeah, he can't be good with a gun,
Godless.
I'll be like, I think I could spend a few minutes with somebody and be like, I either like them or I don't.
Yeah.
You are a pretty good character.
Well, you know what? I'm going to be honest. Like you just said that. Typically, I'm pretty good about like people, either they rub me the wrong way or they don't. But one of my closest girlfriends, she was actually going to move out here. She was in the desert. They had a place in Huntington Beach, and because she wanted to find a man. And I was just like, you've got to smile, girl, and put yourself out there. I go, just smile for 2 weeks.
It's so hard.
I said, just smile, say hello. It's good for business too. Anyway, she said, she calls me like a week and a half later and she goes, I was so ready to tell you to take your whole thing and like shove it. And I was leaving here. She goes, but a guy came up to her at the gym and talked to her and he's like, I saw you smiling at me the other day. Do you want to go to coffee? So of course, so she calls me. It works. So she calls me.
Was it going to Starbucks right after this?
No, she goes, I had no makeup on, no nothing. She goes, and this guy came up to me and she's tall. I mean, she's 5'8.5". So she needs like a tall guy. She goes, I want to be able to wear heels.
She wants to be a spinner at 8'5'8". Yeah,
she met a man that's 6'7".
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but
that's my kind of man.
But in the beginning, I'm not going to lie, I didn't really care for him because I felt like, this guy's got no manners, no nothing. However, after about a year, she kind of molded him.
Aww.
Roger and I both love him. Like, I think he's the best thing. They're married, by the way.
Wow,
we went to their
married.
wedding.
Oh, they got married too?
Yes.
All from the smile.
Yes. It's Jacqueline.
Oh, yeah. Like she got divorced, right?
No, never been married.
Never been married.
No, never been married.
Okay.
Wow.
But she's like in the middle of like a remodel of her house. All these stuff happened with the contractor. Her husband stepped in. He's laying the tile. He's like cleaning everything.
Oh my God, Coda is just walking.
I know.
He's causing a muck back there.
He's just having a good old time.
I thought I heard him too.
Yeah. Wait till he starts farting. It's going to be great. I'm so sorry, ladies. Coda just seems to love.
Anyway, I never thought that I was like, I don't know about this guy, but she was holding on. But like I said, a year later,
hi, Coda.
He is amazing. Like, I don't mind him to go shopping with us. He said, I'll carry your bags. We're like, here you go. We're at Cabazon, like he goes, we say, I'll go get it for you girls. We were just like, I go, God, Brian should come with us all the time.
And do they have kids or no?
No. They've been married. They're in the middle of a remodel on her house. So they've only been married a couple of years. They just celebrated their second anniversary.
How old are they? What's the age?
She is, so we are 10 years and 10 days apart. So if I'm she's 39.
Okay. So she can still have children. Do they want children?
She's okay. Like whether she's like,
if
it
don't,
happens, it happens. If she doesn't, she doesn't. She's not trying not to.
Do you want to have children, Tiffany?
It's kind of a tough time right now because I'm on the fence and I have to make a decision probably
I was
tomorrow.
there.
This month,
This month. Just find tomorrow.
I wanted to, and then we put it off, and then my ex is fixed, so we had to go through that. And
so are you thinking of freezing your eggs?
No, past that point, it would be like straight to sperm donor and do it on my own, which I actually kind of like the idea of that. You've got full control, but at the same time, it's like as I'm getting older, we get more tired. It's kind of like, we're in a new era.
The perfect man will probably come along right when you're pregnant.
Right. And then that's
like, right when you're pregnant.
That happens to a lot of girls too, is I've
does.
seen that. Like, you just got a guy pregnant and I can't get a guy like, it's like, I'm saying, but I mean.
Can't even get dinner out of it.
Yeah, I know. It's just,
Tiffany, did you see that Netflix documentary?
no. Oh, I just
watched it.
Sperm.
I
What
could
is
call
it?
someone to come over and we can do
it's
it in the
1,000.
bathroom.
can do it.
It's crazy.
Oh my God.
This guy got thousands of women pregnant with like a turkey baster.
I saw that.
Sorry. Yeah.
No,
it's
but
crazy.
not just okay. So they were doing the turkey baster method. So like women were basically, getting the sperm from him, and then they were putting it up themselves. Like they were like going outside of the doctor's office, but he was also going to sperm banks and donating his sperm like all over the world. I mean,
like the entire England has like
sperm money, right?
in,
Like,
sperm.
in the
Yeah.
Netherlands, yes. So
Yeah,
there's
Netherlands.
a bunch of his.
He's like, I'm
so he has like
offspring.
1,000 children or something.
Everyone's
right?
like
he has
incestually
thousands
hooking
of
up
children
and-
around the world.
Yeah.
Wow.
But just to get like that many, I mean, like obviously
good
he has
looking?
like super sperm.
Super sperm.
Is he tall?
Yeah, he has to.
He's kind of
So-
creepy.
Oh, great.
No, he's a weirdo. Okay,
Oh,
so
like,
he's
so
a complete
bizarre.
weirdo, and it's like this whole like big ego booster. And apparently, there's other guys who like do this too, and they go and
They swap sperm in a
forums.
parking lot.
Yes, they
and
did.
see
So
who
one
can do a roulette.
like
Who
a
got-
Russian roulette, like
Getting
so
the girl pregnant
they
with what
said-
sperm?
This is
So-
a thing?
Yeah.
So listen,
It's
so
on
here's
it's on Netflix right now.
I missed that.
So here's what happened. So there were some families, okay, because he was lying to these families. He was basically telling them that, oh, you're the third family that I'm going to have a kid, that I'm giving the sperm to, whatever. So because a lot of people
he said he
want to
wanted
make
5
sure
families. That's
yeah,
it.
like he was like, I'm not going to be doing a lot of families. That's it. So 2 of the families wanted to have siblings because the baby came out so cute, everything was healthy. And so anyway, so they came back to him and they were like, oh, we want to get a sibling. And so basically he was doing that, but then he was also working with this other guy who was donating the sperm too. And so like sometimes they'd come and they'd mix each other's sperm to see, okay, like while they were giving it to one of the
It's like-
families
it's
who
an
wanted
ego-
a
who's the
sibling.
fastest
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, so
jerk-off
let's see who
team.
gets it.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
it was just
Do
the
you think
whole
that they
story is
slap their
crazy.
things on each other like, okay, let's see what happens.
No.
Well, some of the
Mix and
girls in that
match.
video would literally go in the room and have sex with the stranger just because they thought it would be better that way. And
Well, yes, because he would
think
tell some
about
of
this
them.
guy for a minute, like
Think about these lesbians that
Yeah.
had sex with him just to have a baby.
I
They
know.
didn't even like
The one
the
woman,
man. Yeah.
she was,
2.
and she had 2, yes.
And so she was
Oh, God.
so mad that she was just one in the thousands. She thought there were like the 5 people because why would she give up her personal belief of being with a woman
I don't
with a
even-
man to have a baby? I mean,
I don't
she
even
obviously
think that
wanted the
was
baby more.
problem.
Right.
yeah.
I think their main problem was, the incest of like these kids growing up and maybe
yeah, and
one
liking
day,
each Well, like,
one day
meeting
they
each
get-
other,
yeah.
like having a relationship,
Oh my
you
gosh.
know? That's the biggest
Well,
problem.
good thing we have
lot-
23andMe now. So they'll be like, oh, you're actually my sister.
well, that was his solution. He literally went on national television when he got outed saying, well, they all want to have babies. You're welcome. I gave you a baby. And it's called online DNA testing. So just tell them all they came from a turkey baster, basically, and do a DNA test when they meet somebody they love.
What did he
Like
say?
that's his solution.
He
He
was
was really
really crazy
mean.
though.
Wait,
He's like,
super
I want to
mean.
have children. He wanted to be like leave a legacy or something.
It's
Didn't
like
he say
Elon
that?
Musk. He's just like, take my sperm. To
Oh,
just,
well,
Oh, I would
like,
take Elon's.
Yeah,
I would too.
I would take it too. I would take it too.
I would like to take a
I like
genius's
Theo
sperm,
Vaughn.
yeah.
Vaughn, Theo.
But it's like there are
Elon.
guys out there that really want to spread their seed and, just have an
I want them
abundance
to
of
spread
them.
it,
But
right?
he was
Sure.
doing it all in the wrong way. He's
I got
great.
some butter and bread.
But he said something bizarre.
No, like okay, for example, like when people were starting to reach out to him and like kind of getting upset with him, he literally said he started getting mean back with them and was like, "Oh, well, you should even be happy that I gave you my sperm because you're fucking ugly." Like he was
Yeah, he
talking
did.
like,
He called them ugly.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah, like he
see
was
that.
like fighting back and like
Cruel.
being rude and cruel to people when they were getting upset with him.
Wow.
So
That's
he's a
terrible.
psycho. Sorry.
Well, even like the sperm donor banks, they have like, you'll look so many live births and this guy is not, can only do this one more time. I think they have limits of like 8 or something.
Yeah.
like, but then they can just go to another one.
Oh, I didn't
So
even
it's
know
like-
that they
Exactly.
had
That's
There
what he
is
did,
limits.
Danny.
Yeah.
So there's limits and there's international limits. And so basically, they did take him to court and the ruling was that if they catch him, going even out of the country or wherever he may go to like donate sperm or have another kid, like it was basically going to be a fine of, I think, 100,000 euros.
Yeah, 100,000
or
euros
something. Yeah.
per sperm.
Well, if we lived in Handmaid's Tale, they would have castricized him. Right?
Yeah.
They would have been like, no more.
Well, if I thought I was one of 5 families, then I'm one of 5,000
no, it's
kids.
Well, it was like 1,000, wasn't it?
No, it's
No.
more. They
It's
don't
like,
they don't
oh,
have full
5,000.
track of how many because he has been going around the world.
If you're loving the show, click like, subscribe, and support us on Patreon. Peace, love, and happiness.